Welcome to Feel Fluent English, where stories help us grow. This is a story about secrets that linger in silence, truths that hurt, and the hidden pain we carry for years. Told in simple language, it explores how discovering what was kept from us can shake everything we thought we knew and change us forever. Listen closely till the end for powerful vocabulary, a short practice activity, and a reflection that may stay with you long after the story ends. Now, let's begin. They say the truth sets you free, but freedom comes at a cost you feel in every heartbeat, every sleepless night, every memory that refuses to fade. My name is Aria. I grew up thinking life was simple. Home was safe, love was constant, parents always protected you. I was wrong. I was 9 when I first noticed the cracks. It wasn't a fight, not exactly. It was the way my mother would flinch at his voice, the way my father's hands would tremble when he held a pen to pay bills, the way silence filled the spaces where laughter should have been. I was too young to understand, so I learned early, silence is easier than questions. My father was a quiet man. He never raised his voice, never yelled, but he had a presence that demanded attention. I remember his hands, strong, calloused, yet always trembling when he touched my mother's arm during arguments. He loved us in his way, but it was a quiet, fearful love. My mother, on the other hand, was loud in softness. She smiled constantly, taught me to read books, braid my hair, and make lemonade on summer afternoons. But beneath that softness was a steel no one could see, a woman carrying not just her own pain, but mine too. I was 10 when my father first disappeared for days. No warning, no explanation, just absence. I asked my mother where he was. "He's busy with work," she said, smiling too brightly. I nodded because children believe what they're told. I didn't know then that believing could hurt so much. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. And still, he came home, always tired, always distant. She never asked. He never explained. And I learned that love could exist in absence, too. By the time I was 12, the cracks were impossible to ignore. My mother would sit alone in the kitchen at night, tears silently running down her face. I'd find her staring at old photographs. My father and me, when I was small, smiling, pretending life was normal. I never approached her. I thought that watching her cry alone was my protection. My father, he tried to speak once. He said, "Some things are better left unsaid." And I hated him for it, because those things were everywhere in our house, like shadows we couldn't escape. At 14, everything fell apart. It was a Saturday morning. I woke to a note on the kitchen table. No words of love, no apology, just a few lines. "I can't do this anymore. I am sorry. Don't look for me." And he was gone. Just like that. No goodbye, no explanation, no father waiting at the gate like in the stories. I ran to my mother. "Where is he?" I demanded. She hugged me tightly, whispered, "He went away for work." I wanted to believe her, but even at 14, I could see the cracks in her smile. The truth is never gentle. By 16, I started noticing the small things that were impossible to ignore. Letters never delivered, phones that rang and went unanswered. My mother's eyes, tired, always searching, always hiding something. I followed my curiosity one night and found a hidden box in the attic. Inside were letters, countless letters, some unopened, some addressed to no one. They were my father's. Apologies, excuses, confessions. Some were angry, some were pleading, all of them honest. I confronted my mother the next morning. Why didn't you tell me? My voice shook, tears spilling down. I deserved to know. She looked at me with exhausted eyes, the kind that have seen too much pain. Because, Arya, some truths, they hurt more than you can bear. I wanted you to have a childhood, even if it wasn't real. I wanted to protect you from the pain of knowing he never truly loved us the way he should. Her hands trembled as she spoke. I wanted to scream. I wanted to hug her. I wanted to hit the walls. But I only listened, because for the first time, the truth was heavy in my hands. Pain isn't just about what someone does to you. It's about what you carry silently. It's about nights when you cry alone. It's about birthdays celebrated with missing pieces. It's about realizing the people who were supposed to be your anchors were sailing away, slowly, silently. When I was 18, I saw my father again. Older, smaller somehow. Not the giant I remembered in my childhood, not the hero I had imagined, just a man who made choices he couldn't undo. "I'm sorry," he said. I looked at him, but all I could feel was the echo of all those years. The lies, the absence, the letters, the tears my mother cried alone. I didn't forgive him immediately. I couldn't. I forgave my mother first. Not because she deserved it, because she had carried the truth, the pain, the weight of both our hearts for years. Because love sometimes means sacrificing your own happiness to protect someone else, even if the protection is imperfect. The first time I smiled again was 19, not because the pain disappeared, not because the truth became easy, but because I had survived it. Because pain has a name, and that name is truth. And I realized something. Truth hurts. It wounds. It breaks hearts. It destroys illusions. But in the end, it also teaches resilience. It teaches who we are. It teaches us how to love, honestly, painfully, beautifully. I still think about them. My father, a man who couldn't stay. My mother, a woman who stayed too long in silence to protect me. And I smile quietly, because I am still here. I am still breathing. I am still learning. Pain has a name. Truth is that name. And now I carry it not as a burden, but as a story. Let's enhance our vocabularies used in the story. Silence. Complete quiet. No speaking. Silence filled the room after the argument. Absence. The state of being away or missing. His sudden absence left a void in their home. Flinch. To make a small, sudden movement out of fear or pain. My mother would flinch whenever he raised his voice. Tremble. To shake slightly, usually from fear, cold, or emotion. His hands would tremble when he held the pen. Shadow. A dark shape caused by light being blocked. Also can mean a sense of sadness or fear. The lies cast a shadow over her childhood. Conceal. To hide something. She tried to conceal her tears from me. Surrender. To give up control or accept defeat. Her sigh sounded like surrender after years of hiding the truth. Regret. A feeling of sadness or disappointment about something done or not done. He looked at me with eyes full of regret. Confession. Telling the truth about something you have done. The letters were full of his confessions. Resilience. The ability to recover from difficulties. She learned resilience after carrying the truth alone. Illusion. Something that seems real but is not. The childhood I believed in was just an illusion. Burden. Something heavy to carry, can be physical or emotional. Pain has a name, and truth became the burden she carried. Echo, a repeated sound, also can mean a lasting feeling or memory. The absence of my father echoed through the house. Anchor, something that provides stability. My mother was the anchor of our broken family. Compassion, a feeling of wanting to help someone who is suffering. She forgave her mother with compassion, understanding the pain she carried. Hey friends, welcome back to Feel Fluent English. Today we have a fun quiz inspired by a touching story about family, secrets, and the truth. And don't worry, you don't need to know the whole story to answer. Just pick A, B, or C, or true, false, and write your answer in the comments. Let's see how many you get right. He always blank his books neatly. A, arrange. B, arranges. C, arranging. Type your answer in the comments. No cheating. She blank the letter before leaving. A, read. B, reads. C, reading. The room was filled with blank after the argument. A, silence. B, shadow. C, echo. He looked at her with blank for all the mistakes he made. A, resilience. B, regret. C, compassion. She tried to blank her sadness so no one would notice. A, conceal. B, surrender. C, tremble. The father in the story left because he wanted to go on a long vacation. True. False. The mother tried to protect her child by hiding the truth. True. False. Resilience means the ability to recover from difficulties. True. False. An echo can only mean a repeated sound, never a lasting feeling or memory. True. False. A burden can be both physical and emotional. True. False. Wow, that was fun! How many did you get right? Drop your score in the comments, and I want to see who's the English master today. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more story-based English quizzes. Remember, practicing little by little makes you fluent faster, and it can be fun too.